It's 2 for 1 Jack, splat, just like that. Bringing you tons of information, that's where he's at. He goes around town covering topics you'd like to know. Well, that's what you get when you tune in.
Bounce that ass until your knees get sore. Shake that ass, hit the floor. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke on something.
So, obviously what we're doing right now is we're introducing a lot of future politicians, so we know exactly who's going to be replacing people like Cory Gardner and Kaufman. So next up, we have Ian Thomas, who is a Denver native with a passion for music, sustainability, and community involvement. He brings an extensive background in event planning, community outreach, government affairs, youth education, and volunteer activation to everything he does. He is an unapologetic environmentalist and conservationist. He has received recognition for his work from both Regional Air Quality Council and the Denver Regional Council of Governments. In 2015, Ian was the youngest Denverite to run for city council. His campaign focuses on 3 T's: trees, trash, and transportation. Give it up for Ian.
Can everybody hear me? Okay, that's great. First of all, my name is Ian Thomas. It's a pleasure to be here speaking to all of you. I want to say thanks to the organizers. It's not easy to get people to a rally on 4th of July weekend. Right now what we're doing is we're standing our ground. And as the great activist Gloria Steinem would say, whenever one person stands up and says, wait a minute, this is wrong, it implores other people to do the same. Whenever there's a chance to pump the brakes, there's an opportunity to involve more people and come to a stronger consensus. And this involves outreach and education. Community activists like us have the opportunity and the responsibility to mentor and build outreach capacity in order to strengthen our groups and our neighborhoods. And we all know that knowledge is power, and once light has been shown on wrong things, there's a chance to correct them. But it requires work. Work from you, work from me, work from them. During my career in 3 branches of local government, it's become clear to me that we collectively must take more responsibility to seek information regarding the policies and procedures of our government. But the government also has a responsibility to make it easy and accessible for us. I invite you all to listen and to learn and to demand transparency in your government. We also need to be cultivating our own journalism so that we can tell the stories that aren't being told. But have no doubt that knowledge and outreach are key in change at all levels of government. My campaign slogan was "Together we rise," and that is something that I believe truly in my heart, that only together can we better this world. Nelson Mandela described globalization as a mean for the rich and the powerful to further enrich themselves at the cost of the poor and the weak, and that we have a responsibility to protest in the name of universal freedom, and that's what we're doing right now. Many hands make light work, and together we can do great things. And that's why I stand here today and pledge in solidarity to work with you all here and others to break the silos that are holding us back from accomplishing our goals, that are stopping us from responding to the calls of action, what will level the playing field to lead to a prosperous future for our children. A future where we acknowledge that open space, clean air, and water are sacred and must be protected. Where homeless aren't treated as subhumans, and where the sick are supported and provided compassionate treatment. A future where we all have faith in democracy. My name is Ian Thomas. Happy 4th of July.
Alright, next up we have Derek Blanton. Some of you guys might recognize him. He's a local activist, a regional organizer for the Colorado Foundation for Universal Health Care, and a manager at Sexy Pizza. Yeah. Derek is running for United States Senate against Cory Gardner. And he was a statewide for recruiting other regular working class people to run for office, because right, it's us that needs to make the change. His campaign to get money out of politics has gained the attention of the feminist punk rock band Pussy Riot, who have linked Make America Great Again as his campaign theme song.
Thank you so much for having me today. My name is Derek Blanton. I'm a community advocate. I'm an eager volunteer, as I've canvassed for 2 candidates here, one A. Anderson and even Ian Tafoya. And I've always been a proud, unpaid protester. I am not paid by any millionaire or billionaire or special interest group or corporation to be here to talk to you or to be active in my community. And that's why I'm running for Senate against Cory Gardner in 2020.
Easy win! Easy win!
I have been publicly vocal here on these streets with you for causes of racial justice, universal health care, homeless rights, and the end of this failed war on drugs. However, the core issue that has always inspired me to be active in politics brings us here today, and that's campaign finance reform and how our leaders are chosen. On all levels, the success of these campaigns boils down to who can raise the most money as fast as possible. However, an education system in the hands of people who owe their elected seats to a group dedicated to privatizing public education. I'm talking about Democrats for Education Reform. Not much Democrats, just hedge fund managers. They own our entire school board.
Yes.
A state legislature and federal Congress almost exclusively beholden to the interests of the health insurance lobby instead of the sick and dying constituents they're supposed to represent. And lastly, a White House led by a cartoon character blocking transparency and accountability at every possible opportunity.
Yes.
Impeach Trump. I hate saying his name. Okay, well, this fraud needs to be removed from office. He needs to be removed from office for publicly calling for the hacking of his opponent's emails. And it's a request which he got. He needs to be removed from office for not releasing his tax returns, which would allow all of us to see the obvious conflicts of interest that his family has with Russian and Chinese banks and diplomats. And he also needs to be removed for his ties to the Dakota Access Pipeline. But please don't be fooled. This man is just the most obvious symptom of a systemic cancer in our campaign finance model.
Yes.
Yeah.
The same conflicts of interest that plague our president also have infected both of our senators. Tell me, how can one have hundreds of thousands of dollars raised from big banks and have no conflict of interest? Huh? Both of our senators.
Sachs.
Goldman Sachs.
Yeah.
Picking up our cabinet nowadays.
Right, exactly. Clean up the swamp.
Yeah. How can our state legislators, so many of them Democrats, came out against universal health care? Do we think that maybe their donations from COPIC and the rest of the insurance lobby have any impact on that? I think they might.
They don't represent us.
Not at all. Not at all. I usually don't write down these. I run a daily show where I just talk. We can no longer settle for bought politicians. I'm not taking any corporate or special interest money, and I tour around this beautiful state trying to get working class people to do the same exact thing. We need working class people across this nation in both parties to rise up, run for office, and not bend to a single corporate interest. We rise above partisanship and recognize that candidates that run on a face backed by a bunch of money can't be trusted. We must only rely on people with values that were backed up by other people. Their values are with their donors, no one else, not the people they represent. So we have an opportunity to combat this corruption with local ballot measures, such as the tax ballot measure.
Right.
Now, I'm one of the few people who would be affected by this. If you individuals running this tax ballot measure, and if you get it passed statewide, if somebody doesn't release their taxes, they won't be able to get on the ballot. I will have to release my 5 years of taxes. I signed it. I have no problem. I have nothing to hide. I have rarely earned over $30,000 in my single year of my life. And I have no problem with any of you knowing that. My hands, this is how big they are. It's cool. So, the last thing I'm going to say is that I'm representing the Democracy for the People initiative today. My roommate John Bickerstaff's the one who wrote it, and it's going to create a public financing of elections here in Denver. We can get our signatures. If you'll go back there and sign it for us, we can get on the ballot, and it will drastically reduce the campaign spending of corporations and special interests, and it will provide a public financing of elections for people who run that if a working class people, if you wanted to run for you could have the rest of us fund your campaign and it would be matched. And so you wouldn't have to take that big money. So the last thing I want to tell you is, as I said, I'm running for United States Senate. So please look me up on Facebook. My name's Derek Blanton, B-L-A-N-T-O-N. Find my website, unpaidprotestorsforcolorado.com. All right? When I come to your town, looking for people to run for office, call your friends, show up, because I'm looking for people who are going to help me go across this whole state and support things like universal health care, getting money out of politics, ending the systemic targeting of black people by authority, and to legalize cannabis and end this drug war. So thank you so much for being here. Let's tell Corey Gardner that he's getting out from 2020 and still second in 2018.
Alright, so Carol's going to lead us in song. I hope that you guys all picked up your lyrics, and if you didn't, please share with somebody next to you. Alright, Carol?
You can share with us.
You should have in your hands the lyrics to Singing for Our Lives. Unfortunately, this is tragically appropriate right now because we really are singing for our lives.
We are a gentle and free people, and we are singing for our lives. We are a gentle and free people, and we are singing for our lives.
Land of many colors.
We are a land of many colors, and we are singing for our lives. We are a land of many colors, and we are singing for our lives.
Old and young together.
We are old and young together, and we are singing for our lives. We are old and young together, and we are singing.
Language is Spanish. My friend Gerardo Lopez helped me to interpret my speech. Soy madre, mujer, abuela inmigrante, de minoría, mujer de color, orgullosamente mexicana y líder comunitario por 20 años. Trabajando por derechos laborales, derechos humanos y derechos de mi comunidad inmigrante, al mismo tiempo luchando por igualdad de género e igualdad de raza y cultura. Llevo 8 años luchando en contra del sistema de inmigración, luchando y resistiendo ferozmente, poniendo una voz y un rostro al problema de inmigración, siendo no solo mi propia voz, sino la voz de cientos de personas alrededor del país, enfrentando abiertamente al gobierno, que muchas veces viola los derechos humanos de nuestras comunidades.
First of all, it's a pleasure to be translating for Janet. My name is Gerardo Lopez, and I work in the community to keep youth out of gangs. And speaking about gangs, this current administration is the most corrupt and the most dangerous gang that I have ever seen. I can now have the honor to translate for my friend Janet. Good morning, Colorado. My name is Janet Isguera, mother, woman, grandmother, immigrant of a minority, and a woman of color, proudly Mexican community leader for 20 years, working for labor, human rights, as well rights for my immigrant community, while helping fight for gender equality and race equality and culture. I have fought 8 years against the immigration system, fighting and resisting ferociously, putting a voice to the immigration issue, being not only my own voice, but the voice to hundreds all over the country, facing government openly that several times violates human rights of our own communities.
El sistema por leyes injustas como la que quieren implementar en Texas, la SB 4, que criminaliza a las personas por simplemente ser inmigrantes o por su aspecto o color de piel, que permite a las agencias de policía actuar como agentes de ICE. Si tienes sospecha razonable de que eres inmigrante, ahora en esta etapa con este presidente estamos sufriendo ataques que están separando a nuestras familias. Ahora nos han declarado abiertamente la guerra, porque eso es una guerra de odio, homofobia y racismo hacia las minorías. Cada día implementan leyes antiinmigrantes más fuertes, destruyendo los núcleos familiares, dejando con esto sufrimiento, dolor, separación y miedo.
I entered the system for legal injustices like the one they want to implement in Texas, SB 4, that criminalizes people for simply being immigrant, or your aspect or skin color, that allows the police agencies to act like agents of ICE if they suspect reasonably that you're immigrant. Now in this episode with this man called President, we are suffering attacks that are separation. Our families now has openly declared war, because that is what it is. It's a war of hate, homophobia, and racism against minorities. Every day implements anti-immigration that gets stronger, that destroy the nucleus of families, leaving suffering, hurt, separation, and fear behind.
Pero no solo somos nosotros los que estamos siendo atacados. Trump está afectando el sistema de salud, dejando a miles sin seguro médico, insulta y sigue ofendiendo a mujeres. No quiere trabajar en cuidar el medio ambiente y nuestra madre tierra. Le está dando privilegio a los ricos y pisando a los pobres. Está dañando las relaciones mundiales con otros países. Está queriendo afectar las ciudades santuario, quitando los fondos que protegen como sus comunidades. Quieren quitar recursos de la educación y quieren gastar recursos de nuestros impuestos para pagar un muro que nos divide en vez de unir. Está queriendo bloquear la entrada de nuestros hermanos de Medio Oriente y nos quiere etiquetar como personas criminales, terroristas, narcotraficantes y violadores. Y ahora quiere poner cargos a padres que han mandado traer a sus hijos pagando coyote, poniendo cargos de tráfico humano, promoviendo cada vez más el odio, la división, y no solo el Partido Republicano, que 10 legisladores firmaron cartas pidiendo que los jóvenes que están protegidos bajo el programa de DACA se los quiten. Y me pregunto a mí misma, pero también a ustedes, ¿hasta cuándo vamos a permitir tanto daño a la comunidad? A la comunidad nativoamericana también la está afectando, y a quien le estorbe. Es tiempo de actuar y entender que nosotros en números y en consumismo y en contribuciones somos más fuertes. En las próximas elecciones cobremos con el voto.
But no, it's not just us being attacked. Trump is affecting the system of health, leaving thousands without health insurance. He insults and keeps offending women, doesn't want to work on caring for the environment, and our Mother Earth is giving the rich privileges and walking over the poor, harming worldwide relationships with other countries, wants to affect sanctuary cities, taking away funds if they protect our community. He wants to take away resources from education. It wants to waste resources from our taxes to pay for a wall that divides us instead of joining. He wants to block the entrance of our brothers from the Middle East and wants to target us as criminals, terrorists, drug traffickers, and rapists. Now he wants to put charges on parents that send to bring their children paying coyotes, putting charges of human trafficking. Pro-moving hate, father every time, division, and not only the Republican Party that 10 legislators signed asking that the people that are protected by DACA, they confiscated from them, and I ask myself and you guys, how much longer will we allow this harm to our Native American community and those who it bothers? It's time to act and understand ourselves in numbers, in itself, in contributions. We are stronger in the next election. Let us be greater than the vote.
A esos que nos dañan, que no nos protegen, así como ellos, el gobierno afecta nuestras vidas, afectemos la de ellos. Si tenemos que ir y hacer ruido hasta fuera de sus casas, hay que hacerlo. Si tienen negocios, hay que boicotearlos. Si tenemos que estar fuera de sus oficinas, lo haremos, sin parar y sin rendirnos. La policía mata a nuestros hermanos mayormente de color y latinos y no reciben cargos. Es tiempo de actuar y protegernos unos a otros, como uno solo, como familia, comunidad, porque tu lucha es mi lucha y mi lucha es la tuya. Y no solo se trata de hablar, se trata de actuar, unidos, organizados, creando nuestras propias leyes con el apoyo de quien sí quiera trabajar para las comunidades, buscando recursos y opciones legales, reclutando los fondos que necesitamos para luchar de igual. Para luchar de igual a igual, con el propósito de hacer los cambios que necesitamos en nuestras luchas.
The pain from which we are not protected, like the government, affects our lives. Let's affect theirs. Yes, we have to go and make noise, even outside of their homes. We have to do it. If they have businesses, let's boycott them. If we have to go outside of their offices, we'll do it without stopping or giving up. The police kills our brothers, majority of color or Latinos, and don't receive charges. It's time to act and protect each other like one big family. Family, community, because your fight is my fight, and mine is yours. And it isn't only about talking, it's about acting, united, organized, creating our own laws of those who would like to work for communities, looking for resources and legal options, creating and recruiting the funds we need to fight equally. Equally with the purpose of making those changes that we need in our fight.
Hay sacrificios y pérdidas para después tener beneficio y llegó el tiempo de realmente tomar acción. No solo es Janet Vizguerra allá afuera, hay miles de familias afectadas donde Santuario es una opción que necesitamos hacer crecer a nivel local y nacional, porque esto no termina hasta que tengamos victorias para nuestras comunidades. Y esta lucha no solo es mía, es de todos. Esta es mi casa, este es mi hogar, es el de mi familia y el de cientos de familias más. Por eso lucharemos y resistiremos con el apoyo de cada uno de ustedes. Si estás para mí, yo estaré para ti y juntos lo lograremos. Que Dios nos bendiga y cada uno de nosotros lucharemos.
There are sacrifices and losses to later have benefit. And the time is here really to take action. It's not only Janet Isguera out there. Millions of families affected where sanctuary is an option that we need to grow locally and nationally, because this does not end until we have victories for our communities. And this fight is not only mine, it's everyone's. This is my home, my family's, and also is to hundreds of families. More reason we will fight and resist with the support of every single one of you. If you are there for me, I will be there for you, and together achieve that God blesses each and every one of us that fights. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Sí se puede.
Y I need more support for other families. Here is my friend Kenzie. Kenzie is the same process deportation. And listen, the name Kenzie, I need support. Everybody I need support. Not only Janet, not only Arturo, not only Ingrid, not only Renato. Every people, immigrant, I need support to everybody. Thank you for everything. I need work together. Together.
No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
Thank you so much, Jeanette, for coming out. We really appreciate it. So next up, one of our own organizers, Darlene, is going to be speaking. She is mestizo with a multi-ethnic background. She's a mother of 3 sons, grandmother of 12, and a great-grandmother of 7. A graduate of Manual High School and a proud Thunderbolt. She retired from City and County of Denver and won several awards. She's union lead rep for AFSCME and a member of the AFL-CIO. She's been an activist for rights of others since she was a child and social justice since 2012. She's also an advocate against rape and domestic violence. She's the founder of Steam Team Live News, airing independent citizen journalists across this nation, and the Resistance 5280. She organized the Inauguration Day protest and Impeach Trump March and co-organized today's event. So give it up for Darlene.
Well, it's in the afternoon, and I know that everybody's hot and sweating. And thank you all for coming out. My name is Darlene January Jones. With Samantha Montgomery, we have united this cause. I'm a senior and 69 years of age. I am the founder of the Resistance 5280, and I have a great team who works alongside me. I'm a rape survivor, and for people to vote Trump as president, with knowing that he raped and demeaned women, plus violating 2 13-year-old girls, is very appalling to me.
Sure is. Nasty.
The nation is now witnessing a massive corruption of the presidency, worse than anything I have seen since I was able to vote in 1966. A lot of you weren't even born then.
Yeah, 62, baby.
His involvement with Russia to throw an election so he could become president is repulsively frightful. The executive orders he has signed is the most egregious acts of the United States I have ever seen, and I know you have seen that too. His health care is going to put more money in the pockets of the rich. Well, it will kill seniors, the disabled, the handicapped, and take away all of the Medicare benefits or even the veterans benefits. So that could happen. Those that retired worked all their lives with a percentage of their money going to Social Security and Medicare. I noticed that in my paychecks when I was working for the city. And I asked for, why is this being deducted for this? And they told me why. It's because when you get older and you retire, you'll have that money for you there.
It's a lie.
It's a lie right now because he's trying to take it away from all of us. And it's not only hurting the seniors, it's going to actually have a domino effect and hurt the kids and millennials that are out there right now. I want to bring you quotes from the Declaration of Independence. The history of the present King of Great Britain is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations. Did I say that right? All having indirect. Hold on, I need my glasses. I was doing this all without my glasses. Sorry.
Sorry.
There, I can see. All having a direct object to the establishment of an absolute tyranny over these states. He has refused his assent to the laws, the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He has forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained. And when so suspended, he has utterly neglected to attend to them. I guess my voice is loud. Yes. He has refused to pass other laws for the accommodations of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the right of representation in the legislature, a right inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with many firmness his invasions for the rights of the people. It sounds like I was talking about Trump, doesn't it?
Yeah!
Well, guess what? It is Trump. He's repeating history of the same king of why the Declaration was written. It was written to secure freedom and our liberty in free America. Trump has taken us backwards, not forward.
No.
Trump needs. It was written to secure freedom and our liberty in free America. Trump has taken us backwards, not forward.
No.
Trump needs. Or should, and he should be, and actually, he needs to resign.
You're right. You're right.
Go to jail.
That's right.
We need to take
Replace.
right. We need to take back our country.
That's right.
He is unfit to be the president of we the people. Let me touch one thing on the health care. I have my own story to add regarding my son who has severe TBI and was forced to retire from the government and now has been approved for SSI. He was just approved just last week.
Good.
What's TBI?
But that TBI is traumatic brain injury. And that could be taken away from him as soon as, if they do pass the health care law. I'm one of those seniors who is retired from the city and county of Denver, and I'm also on Medicare. My son and I will not have a longevity of life if it is taken away from us, and also millions of United States citizens, because I know there's, 628,000 people here in Colorado alone that it will be taken away from.
Wow. Boo. Start smoking weed.
I'm a baby boomer, and my generations are now seniors in this Trump fake presidency area. Fake presidency era. He needs to go.
Go. Get rid of him.
Can I get you to say that? He needs to go.
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 That is all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Darlene. Really quick, I just wanted to say, so we were hoping to have a speaker from ADAPT come today, but unfortunately they are obviously very, very tired from everything that's been going on. So I'm just going to read a little statement from them. ADAPT is in the front lines on the fight for freedom and liberty of the people with disabilities. ADAPT staged a die-in in our nation's capital. Americans watched in shock as disabled protesters were dragged away and silenced. We saw that happen in Colorado as well. These adapters sent a powerful message, but Senate Republicans continue to press forward with their attack. Senate Republicans have made it clear that they intend to steal the independence of disabled Americans before they leave Washington to celebrate the 4th of July and their own freedom of independence. ADAPT is organizing protests throughout the nation, and many are putting their very bodies on the line. Your donations help us carry on this important mission, and we thank you again for your support. Please welcome to the stage our next guest speaker, Andrew Elaine from Veterans Power and the Resist Forward Coalition.
I was going to say this mic's pretty hot, so I don't know if I can handle this. Every time this happens, where we have an event where everybody comes together to say what they got to say, man, you're going to have some tears. You might hug one another. Might change your life.
Yeah, there you go.
And let me put this walkie down, because... So what I was going to say is, it's a pleasure to be with all of you today, as we stand together to fight oppression. I know it has been a rough journey since the administration has taken a change for the worse. We have seen friends pushed out of their lands, and all they wanted was clean water to be available to them. That should be handled by communication, where we agree to give up our land to you for the benefit of something else. We have seen wrongs done to our own with no answers from the government, such as the stabbings in Portland, Oregon, that nobody said anything about. We're from other countries can no longer visit us because of their religion, because of a small group of them are classified as the whole. That is not how people are supposed to look at people. We all want the same rights.
Right. That's right.
Our friends who fight for emancipation of gender have been losing their progress as the administration takes away laws that actually help with classification. Our educational system will also be exploited for profit by privatizing the schools. Dave Andover said, let me get that straight. Dave Anderson over here is going to be running for the school board to make a difference. And our friends who come here to work for a better living for their family are hunted at any time, at any place. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to take care of their family. If they need to move to do so, they will. I just wanted to say, hold on, I'm getting mixed up on the cell phone. I was on the road. Oh, yeah, exactly, sorry about that. Our disabled friends who request to speak with their representatives about losing their health care are treated like criminals.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure any representative on neighborhood level, city level, state level, country level can go ahead and spend 5 minutes to talk to the people who put them there. Our veterans are also not being taken care of and are often left behind. We've been fighting with the VA for years about getting the right funds to take care of our veterans, instead of them being the homeless or being in shelters that actually don't take care of them. That is the honest truth. As well as the homeless who are arrested for trying to stay warm on the streets with their shelter. They should also have a right to live somewhere. You can't just push them out. And we are seeing that when people try to divide us, it just brings us it just brings us together even stronger. No matter how hard the endeavor, we will always challenge the corruption within our system. If people are elected to represent us, then they should speak with us when we make the request, especially when it is about drastic changes that could change many lives. When people are in the streets to challenge a decision, like today, then elected officials should be as well to show that they are stewards of the people. They should be here as well.
Yeah, they should be.
Anyone who is paid by the taxpayers will represent everyone and will make sure their rights are protected. If anyone goes against one of us, then we will all rise to stand to correct that issue. We as communities will work together to improve the well-being and morality of each other, since we are brothers and sisters. I thank you as a veteran of this country for standing together against a domestic enemy. We will make sure to keep the oath that we swore to defend against domestic and foreign enemies. This is supposed to be the country of the free, but right now is entangled by the shackles of hate. Our very freedom is at stake, but now is the time to take back our power. Lastly, I want to say, as we say in the coalition, we will continue to resist forward, and we will not give up until our requirements are met. And I really would like to say this. Sorry, I had to go.
That's okay. Get him hyped up. Hey, here's your American dollar. With Trump, this is exactly what it's going to fucking be like.
Thank you so much. You know, that's a great point about wanting our elected officials to come with us. That's exactly why we invited some of the people that are going to be running here. And I just wanted to give Andrew extra props for being one of our safety marshals as well. So our final speaker, which again, almost needs no introduction, but we will, is Tay Anderson. And he was the student body president of Manual High School, served his third and final term. He was also the chair of the Colorado High School Democrats and a former state central committeeman for HD9. Tay has been passionate about his education since he walked through the doors of Manual High School. He started his high school journey at the same time as the new principal, Nick Dawkins, and soon discovered that they shared like-minded visions about where they wanted the school to go. Together, Tay and Principal Dawkins work to ensure Manual High's success in every way possible. Tay dedicates his time to the students of Denver Public Schools because he knows that every student is bigger than the narrative that is told about them. Giving students the opportunity to have experiences that could foster their potential become a priority for Tay. Working alongside 3 other students, he helps to secure a grant that arranged for 3 Manual students and 1 staff member to travel to D.C. to explore historical landmarks and colleges. These efforts created a newfound enthusiasm among the students, and long-standing educators have supported him. One even said that Tay has single-handedly increased the school spirit at Manual since they've reopened. Yeah, Tay helped rebuild and reinvigorate interest in student government, increasing participation from 3 students to over 50 students in the last 2 years. He's working hard to follow in the steps of Mayor Wellington Webb and other great alumni, and he passionately believes and participates in social activism. He has taken a stand to support women's rights, black rights, Latino rights, LGBTQ rights, Native rights, Muslim rights, and disabled persons' rights. That's a lot of rights. He's participated in numerous public demonstrations like these, as well as conversations and meetings with the school district and state leaders on social activism. Because of his commitment to and determination to raise awareness about these issues, Tay brings light to these important causes and has rallied his community to stand beside him and take action. These efforts have garnered vital attention through various media outlets such as Huffington Post, Denver Channel, Fox 31, Channel 9, Denverite, and much more. Furthering his education is one of Tay's top goals, and he will be attending Metropolitan State University to study political science while representing his fellow students. After his time in college, he plans to continue his fight for public education so that every student knows they have a voice and they matter. From there, he will aim to introduce legislation to provide tuition-free access to a college education for all communities in America. The passion and perseverance he has comes from his grandmother, who has spent the last 6 years in the hospital.
And in 2020, Donald Trump, Cory Gardner, you're fired! Continue to come on in, continue to come on in. Make a new friend, get close and tight. For those who voted for 45, you made a mistake. For those who support 45,
you made a mistake. Your flag says, don't tread on me, don't tread on us. Women's rights are human rights. LGBTQI plus rights are human rights. Muslim rights are human rights. Black rights are human rights. Latino and Latina rights are human rights. And we all will continue to trump hate. One of the biggest things that we have to learn is when Donald Trump got elected, it brought a community together. It brought a state together. It brought 65 million Americans who voted for the first woman to ever serve in the office of president together. Oh, and here's something that's not an alternative fact. She won 3 million more votes than Donald Trump. Now I'm going to use my Trump impression voice. Maybe it'll understand the, I didn't win the White House, I stole it. So if you didn't understand that, he didn't win the White House and he stole it. We will continue to make change because we know that the United States is welcome to every single person. Immigrants are welcome in the United States. You know, something that really pisses me off is that he says he doesn't want immigrants in the United States. But when I look at the First Lady, when I look at where the First Lady of the United States came from, I have to take a step back and think, wait, she's not from America.
No, and she can't speak English.
Oh, okay. And if she's not from America and she can serve as First Lady, then we need to open our borders and let everyone come enjoy freedom. We continue to open and welcome everyone to America. And as somebody said before, I'm running for the Denver School Board to get people like you out of our school system. Right now, we have Republicans they're Republicans, but they say they're Democrats controlling our school system, closing down public schools and opening up charter schools and private schools. We're losing too many of our public institutions. So what we're going to do is in November, and if you didn't know, I'm 18, I'm about to be 19 on Wednesday, so what we're going to do in November is we're going to break a glass ceiling we didn't get to break last year, and we're going to show young people they can get involved and they can trump your ass. I have had enough of Trump supporters coming out here to try to rain on our parade when they only have 10 members that just showed up 10 same 10 people. He said, Donald Trump said he had the biggest inauguration in history, but he only had half of the National Mall filled. President Barack Hussein Obama filled the entire National Mall and then some. And finally,
1-800-401, star 67, star 82, 911. Everybody on the ones shaking that ass mile high. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke on suck, get the feeling right. Bounce that ass until your knees get sore. Shake that ass, hit the floor. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke on suck, get the feeling right. Bounce that ass until your knees get sore. Shake that ass, touch the floor. Shake it, mommy, like you just don't quit. We at the party, that's what it is. We drink and dance to music. Yeah, we get stupid and sex on it. We moving, just do it. If it's a party out there, we're straight into it. After work, we party and do it. Going to the party and get ourselves into it. Step into the bar, spend $100. Eyes on you, trying to get blitzed. Break that back, shake that back, ride that ass, cause that ass is fat. Shake that ass on goddamn
Cause they're trying to make a
night.
complete
Smoke
circle.
them up, get the feeling right. Park it back until the knees get so. Call me daddy, say you don't want no more. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke them up, get the feeling right. Work it back until your knees get so. Call me daddy, say you don't want no more. If you got a high booty and your back on swole, let me be your prairie dog and come in your hole. Hey, yeah, ooh, oh, baby fat with booty on her back, walking that ass, shaking that ass. She's so tight, she got a tight ass. I can see that ass, shake it like that. Shake that ass from left to right. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Round and delicious, vitamin nutritious. Bounce a quarter off that ass. Smoke that banana and Jamaican grass. Slap that chick and watch it jiggle. I want a sweet no-dub twist on nigga. She's grinding hard on the tip of my jump. Take her home later and I'll stuff that trunk. I'll put you like a camel with a couple of humps. Let's go grab some, bring it drunk. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke on something, get the feeling right. Work y'all back until your knees get sore. Call me daddy, you don't want no more. Break that back, shake that back. Move that ass cause the ass is fat. Break that back, shake that back. Move that ass cause the ass is fat. Snap those hips, bend and turn. The bones are aching, the money burn. So hold my pocket, it's ready for you. Sex on my beach, I'ma do what I do. All night long, my homies we play. Finest women this side of the lake. Cruising down Lodo and the Mile Highway. Shake that ass all goddamn night. Smoke on something till you're feeling right. Shake that ass.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Back line, guys, middle of the line. Show me what democracy looks like.
All bidders will be affected by this.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
Vitamin nutritious. Bounce a quarter off the ass. Smoke that punani and Jamaican grass. Slap that chick and watch it jiggle. I wanna squeeze those jugs.
It's 2 for 1 Jack, splat, just like that. Bringing you tons of information, that's where he's at. He goes around town covering topics you like to know. Well, that's what you get when you tune in to the 2 for 1 Jack Show. It's 2 for 1 Jack, splat, just like that. Bringing you tons of information, that's where he's at. He goes around town covering topics you like to know. Well, that's what you get when you tune in to the 2 for 1 Jack.